are down on the plot. Quick look around. On this side we've got 8 raised beds, all fully planted at the moment. Japanese onions, and these 2 beds here, and that one there, and a bit of garlic coming through as well there. You can just see the stalks starting to appear. Some shallots in this bed, planted last week. Over in the corner there, compost bin and water bin, and red and white onions in these 2 beds here. Bark path in between, more manageable. Last year, a lot of weeds, a lot of problems, hard work. So we're going to go for raised beds. Had potatoes in here last year. And moving on to the other side of the garden, lettuce bed, a few remnants of rocket lettuce from last year there. New carrot bed, 2 planks high, soil sieved. Hopefully this year we'll have more success with the carrots. Last year they were a disaster. Parsnips too. To the right here we've got a cosh. Inside there we've got some strawberry plants. Little toolbox behind there for junk mainly. Couple of flower beds, patio area, shed, pot and table, and for having a brew. Another little flower bed, and these 2 beds here are full of strawberries again. Working my way across. Little walkway there for the toolbox. Pots, bit of compost. Little wood store at the end there for bits and pieces. Never know when you need a bit of wood for something. And we've got some apple trees, 3 of them there, put them in last year. And this bed here has got potatoes, first earlies and second earlies, put them in about a week ago. Another water butt, got water butts all over the garden just to make it easier, as we haven't got a hose policy here. Everything by hand with a can makes it easier distributing the water butts around the garden. So finally the greenhouse, nice little beds in front created this year. Greenhouse is new, been here about a month. Bought it off one of the fellow allotmenteers, Derek, for 40 quid, absolute bargain. Nicely secured down, pavemented all the way through, with a nice wooden base, all bolted down onto the pavement slabs. Inside it's absolutely filled to capacity. We've got a few things starting to poke their heads through. We've got some chili peppers there, got them off Derek, coming away nicely. Kale just starting to poke through in this little bed here. Lettuce in this one, and this is a flower of some description. Let's see if we can find the label. Condlilla, I think it says. I can never pronounce half the names of these flowers. Nasturtiums doing really well. Made a mistake earlier on, about 3 weeks ago. Put some nasturtiums in the house, left the lid on far too long, and look what happened to them. They went all leggy. I'll leave them there, but I'm not overly optimistic that we can do anything with them. Got a couple of grapevines in here. There's one of them. There's the other. Starting to get a few buds on now, as you can see. And over here we've got a few marigolds in that one there. Need to plant some more of them. Loads of leeks off Derek, and peppers and chili peppers at the back here. And these little coshes, we've got gardenias, another storing in there, and some sweet pea beds there, not poking their heads through yet, but there's time. Not sure what we've got in these. Zinnias, I think it says there, coming through good. Everything's starting to grow now. It's getting slightly warmer. In this bed here we've got some Livingston daisies, starting to make their way through. My favourite, very colourful in bloom, and I intend to put them just outside in these little beds here, so it'll look nice when the flowering time arrives. Not sure what's in that one. Let's have a look at the label. Yeah, dwarf queen, whatever they are, some kind of flower anyway. So everything seems to be doing good. Temperature in the greenhouse today 33.5, and it dropped to 0.6 last night. We'll just reset that. Current temperature is 21. There we are, 21.8, and we're doing okay. Got an automatic vent on the window there. When it gets above 25, the window automatically opens and lets a bit fresh air in. So there we are, that's the greenhouse. This morning we're going to take a run out to a couple of the garden centres. Need a potato hoe and maybe buy a few flower plants. We'll see what happens when we get up there. Sophie quite happy chewing her bone there. She's doing well, 9-month-old now. Quite used to being over at the allotments. She normally sits and chews her bone, or if she gets bored with that, she's onto the bark there at the right hand side. Got to keep an eye on that, because she sometimes gets on the flower beds and starts digging elephant holes, which isn't very good. So there we are, that's a quick look around for you. We'll take a break there and see what's going on out and about. Got a couple of runoffs there each side of the greenhouse, make the most of the free water, and you can just see in the corner there one of the posts I've been putting in, steel spiky thing. We intend to put a fence all the way along the back to the bottom of the plot and across to put peas and sweet peas on. Put a bit of wood down the edge of the boundary here, just to edge it off. This will be all flower beds this summer. You can see down the bottom there are the other spikes. Got a few more on order, and the wood and the wire mesh. We'll be constructing that later in the week. Here we are on Derek's plot. This is his greenhouse that we put up in the last couple of weeks there. Withstood the winds yesterday, not all of them did. David's took a bit of a hammering. He's got a flimsy one with the, don't know if we can see it from here. No, it's right up the top there. He lost a few roof panels on his greenhouse yesterday. So Derek's has withstood the first batch of wind. There we are. Well, the weather's just took a turn for the worst. Just starting to lash down. Big clouds coming over from the west, I believe it is. So we're going to take cover, have a bit of shelter. Garden will get a good watering. Meanwhile, we'll put the kettle on, get the dog in, and have a cup of tea.